Pack up the station wagon, kids. We're going on a road trip. Hey gang, I'm your host Brian Rollins, and this is episode 199 of the Dorky Geeky Nerdy Trivia Podcast. This week, we're traveling to South Dakota. Now, I know the state is famous for basically one thing, but we're going to try and make sure we cover its history, geography, and some pop culture while we're visiting. If you're new to Dorky Geeky Nerdy, welcome to the show. Every week we give you 30 questions about a new topic. If you need rules, scorecards, or want to find out how to become a sponsor, visit the show's website, dorkygeekynerdy.com. I think we've got everything we need, so let's start the show. The Dorky Round. Number 1. What 1959 Alfred Hitchcock movie features its climax atop Mount Rushmore? North by Northwest. Number 2. What U.S. Army colonel owes much of his historical fame from the lobbying of his widow after his death at Little Bighorn? George Armstrong Custer. Number 3. What South Dakota town plays host to hordes of motorcycle riders every August since 1938? Sturgis. Number 4. Kevin Costner directed and starred in what 1990 Western drama that won 7 Oscars? Dances with Wolves. Number 5. Set in South Dakota, what TV show ran from 2004 to 2006 and starred Timothy Olyphant and Ian McShane? Deadwood. Number 6. Who are the 4 presidents carved into Mount Rushmore? Washington, Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Lincoln. Number 7. What 2 states border South Dakota to the west? Montana and Wyoming. Number 8. What state borders South Dakota to the south? Nebraska. Number 9. The Homestake Mine was the longest producing mine for what precious metal in the U.S.? Gold. When it closed in 2002, it was also the longest and deepest mine in North America. Number 10. South Dakota leads the U.S. in the production of pheasants and what 4-legged livestock? Bison. The Geeky Round. Number 1. What is the largest city in South Dakota? Sioux Falls. Number 2. What actress from Sioux Falls played Betty Draper in Mad Men? January Jones. Number 3. What NBC nightly news anchor from Webster, South Dakota, wrote the 1998 book, The Greatest Generation? Tom Brokaw. Number 4. Born in Madison, South Dakota, who hosted Entertainment Tonight from 1981 to 2010? Mary Hart. She was also Miss South Dakota 1970. Number 5. What Trey Parker directed film features a special counterterrorism unit headquartered inside Mount Rushmore? Team America, World Police. Number 6. Nicolas Cage returned as Ben Gates in what 2007 sequel? National Treasure, Book of Secrets. Number 7. The titular storage facility in what 2009 sci-fi TV series was in South Dakota? Warehouse 13. Number 8. Season 3 of what David Lynch TV series set some of the action in South Dakota instead of the titular town? Twin Peaks. Number 9. Who led the Native American forces to victory at the Battle of Little Bighorn? Chief Sitting Bull. Number 10. What is the nickname for the most complete T-Rex fossil ever found? Sue. Currently residing in the Field Museum in Chicago, Sue was unearthed in South Dakota. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. What is the capital of South Dakota? Pierre. Number 2. What Lakota war chief was born with the name Among the Trees and is being immortalized in stone in Black Hills? Crazy Horse. Number 3. Who is the sculptor who created the Mount Rushmore National Memorial? Gutzon Borglum. Number 4. Born in Wallace, South Dakota, who was the vice president to Lyndon Johnson and later lost the presidential election to Nixon in 1968. Hubert Humphrey. Number 5. What senator from South Dakota lost the presidential election to Nixon in 1972? George McGovern. Number 6. Frontierswoman and sharpshooter Martha Cannery was better known by what name? Calamity Jane. She died in Terry, South Dakota. Number 7. What two states border South Dakota to the east? Minnesota and Iowa. Number 8. Flowing from near Pollock, South Dakota, and making up part of the southern border, what river effectively bisects South Dakota? The Missouri River. Number 9. What South Dakota National Park shares its name with a Maquis hiding place in Star Trek Deep Space Nine? Badlands National Park. Number 10. Mount Rushmore National Memorial sits inside what national forest? Black Hills National Forest. And that covers South Dakota this week. Hungry for some more trivia? Here are a few bonus facts. South Dakota and North Dakota became states at the same time. When President Harrison signed the two statehood documents, they were shuffled, and no one knows which became a state first. Traditionally, North Dakota is listed as the 39th and South Dakota is 40th because N comes before S in the alphabet. The state is 17th in size and 46th in population. 450,000 tons of rock was removed to make the monument at Mount Rushmore. According to the engineers that maintain the monument, none of the rock on either side is suitable for carving, so no further presidents will likely be added. I've been to South Dakota twice, and it's beautiful. Mount Rushmore is impressive, but there's a lot to see in the area, including caves and some impressive fossil beds, if that's your thing. We'll be back again next week with another episode, but not another state. Here's your clue. What city is the 23rd largest in the U.S., but does not reside in any U.S. state? Not a state? Well, it's our 200th episode, so I wanted to do something different. See you back here next Wednesday. This has been episode 199 of the Dorky Geeky Nerdy Trivia Podcast. The theme music is by Jason Shaw at Audionautics.com. This podcast is written, produced, and hosted by me, Brian Rollins. You can find me at thevoicesinmyhead.com. Thanks for listening.